the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to our continuing coverage of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. We're here for pivotal Game 4 with the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson, and let's get started. Hosting the series tonight in Los Angeles, it'll be the Clippers going up against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, they won Game 3 going away and are looking to make another statement tonight. Definitely a bounce in their step. And though technically this is not an elimination game, it is clearly a borderline must-win game. Shaq, how do you see it?
Well, I feel like every game, unless you're up 3-0, is a must-win. You never know what will happen in the series to turn the tide.
I mean, Ernie, if you look at history, no one's come back from a 3-0 deficit. So this might not be a must-win, but it's a key win if you want to get back into the series. Take it one possession at a time.
Don't you know that some point, somebody has to do it?
You know what? Someone will
has
do
to
it.
come back.
I've actually seen a team down 3-0 tie it to 3-3.
Yeah, it's happened a few times.
I remember that. Our Denver Nuggets
It'll
tied
never
against
be done.
Utah.
Cut it
tied
out.
at 3-3, sent it to a Game 7.
It will
I remember
never be done.
Mutombo and his group did that.
No, I'll be 100 years old. I won't be here, so it will never be done. Because if I'm not here, I didn't see it.
So if you're not here, it didn't happen.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
So anything that happened before you never happened either?
I didn't see it. I can't confirm it.
Well, you know what's happening is if stuff happened before you, you're not going to confirm that either?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
Just get stitches. I didn't see nothing.
If something happens right down the hall and you didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Can't confirm it. Got to confirm it.
Yeah, that's just silly. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals. We will see a Game 5, but will we see Game 6? That's the question. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Hart. We'll see the Indiana Pacers facing Los Angeles. You take a look at Los Angeles. No doubt this is a crucial game for them, looking to even the series tonight on their home court.
And listen, they're still in decent shape, down 2-1, but if they can win this one and tie it up the series now, all of a sudden you've got some momentum on your side.
Well, it would make for a fantastic conclusion to the series if they could win these next two. We'd really be set up for a heck of a Game 6 and maybe even a Game 7. Matter of fact, I'd love to see it happen that way.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Walker in the point guard. Hill is out there with Charlie Villanueva. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ellis with the two-spot. Now here's Ellis. He feeds it to Walker. Just trying to shoot. A shot by George, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Paul with the ball. He dishes it to Griffin. Back to Paul from past the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. They easily took Thursday's game.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on you.
From deep, George. Crawford with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And Pierce, here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here. You throw good, Paul Pierce. Both good from the line that time. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Now here's Walker. Hill, a screen on Paul. Walker with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And Paul over to help. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
And the Pacers with possession here. Hill kicks to Walker. Clock at 4. The dive for the ball. Griffin with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Paul. Rejected by Walker. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. There's Crawford with the 3. That's good. Crawford's got 5.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage inside.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
As I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute, as for the atmosphere of his locker room before critical Game 4, he said, we know what's on the table. We know it's the NBA Finals and every game is crucial. But this one can really spell out who has the momentum for the rest of the way. Let's see who captures that momentum he's speaking of, guys.
And thank you, Doris.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Jordan with a screen on Walker. And it's Paul penetrating. Jordan kicks to Griffin. Bank shot. No good. Pacers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Jordan. Oh!
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. You know, he's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Jordan following the score by Indiana. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Good. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And again, no good by the Clippers. Indiana leading by 3. But this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Walker against Griffin. And the dunk by Walker.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Clippers. Reddick comes in for Jamal Crawford. Turner's checked in for Ellis. Clippers trail by 5. And here's Reddick. Paul outside. They need this. And the layup is good.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Pacers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Turner with a screen on Pierce. Goes up off the pick. And Walker throws it down.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Paul dishes to Reddick. It's Jordan on the wing. Paul, right side. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Paul's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the line.
Here's Jordan. The teardrop falls in. George has got 8 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And it's Paul penetrating. Count the bucket.
Really, that's his specialty right there, finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
And the dunk by Walker.
And how about a little bit of shotmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Indiana. Here's Bass, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. They get Charlie Villanueva.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Serafin's checked in. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. And so Bass nails both of them. Here's Walker. 9 points in the game so far. 1:56 left to play here in the first. Villanueva passes to Walker. Here's Turner. Rejected by Pierce. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly. A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Outside Pierce. There's a screen. The feed now to Reddick. There's the double team with Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Paul for 3. Hill pulls it in. Pacers leading by 4. Outside Hill. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Hill's got 5 points so far. Paul kicks to Pierce. Wants to get it to Serafin and does. No luck. Good work defensively by Turner.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
That is good. And it's 6 points for Paul Pierce.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Paul with the ball. It's Reddick on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Got it off in time. No luck. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Indiana out in front. They're up by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this Fender. He understands he can make a big difference.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not my job. My job is to defend and rebound for our team. And, I've accepted my role, and I feel like I'm, excelling in my role.
Let's take him back.
Jordan, the man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job, Clark, and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
Yeah, he is. He may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan's become a defensive beast, an animal defensively, and really the thing of it is he's still learning and growing. He's going to continue to get better, which is scary.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Boozer in at the 3 spot. And let's now go to the sideline to catch up here at Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He finished with 25 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Some really terrific numbers for Walker. He's got 13 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Screen by Boozer. Up off the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. For Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw missing. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Pacers leading by 10. Pass to George. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists now in the game. Paul dishes to Crawford. The pass to Jordan. Kicks it to Paul. Jordan the screen. Walker against Paul. Crawford outside. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And George, here we go. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot. One shot.
And that one misses. Clippers trail by 15. Here's Crawford. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Stuckey passes to Hill. And Walker kicks to Stuckey. And he's good on the 3 ball. Stuckey's got 6 in the quarter.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. And you look at Walker, he's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Charlie Villanueva, 2 spots higher.
Well, when players like them get their feet set behind the arc, it's over. That's what they do. That's who they are. These are excellent three-point shooters, and they've shown it here during the postseason.
Crawford against Stuckey. Paul outside. Back to Crawford. The 15-footer. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Indiana. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Walker dishes to George. And the shot falls short this time. Clippers trail by 16. Crawford outside. Jordan with a screen on Walker. Paul against Walker. Paul can't get it to go.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
Now here's Crawford. He's got 7. From about 16, Crawford missing again.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Dishes it to Hill. From deep, George, and the Pacers another 3.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Now here is Hill, following the shot by Chris Paul. Walker's shot is off.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Now here's Griffin. It's stolen by Hill. It's 2-on-1. Here's Stuckey. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
2 shots, foul, 2.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Bass comes in for Blake Griffin. Pierce is checked in for Boozer. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Here's Serafin. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Yeah, just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Walker against Paul. Walker the pass to Villanueva. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. The dish to Redick. Bass with a screen for Redick. Bass with the screen. 6 to shoot. Stuckey against Redick. No good with the elbow jumper. Indiana's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Walker goes in, and the foul called on Kevin Serafin. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Ellis, he's checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for Walker. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Indiana out in front, running away with it. And now standing by on the sideline, of course.
Doc, looking at the offense right now, what needs to change?
We got to move the ball. We got to run our stuff. I think right now everybody's trying to win the game, which is great. But you do it as a team. You don't do it individually. It's a good quality when you want to win, but you do it together.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
And, you know, when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
And, Greg, here in the second, the stakes are raised even higher. So he's going to have to continue to give them someone to lean on.
On the court for Indiana, Walker, he's in at the point. Charlie Villanueva out there with Paul George. Then it's Hill, and it's Ellis, and at the 2 guard. The Pacers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good from Walker. Outside, George pulls it from the elbow. Hill, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Crawford with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Pierce, wide open. He fires. Gets to the corner and buries it. Pierce has got 8 points. The Pacers shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Pick up by Hill. Griffin on the double team. Here's Villanueva. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. He's got 10.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
That's good. Here's Walker. 14 points for him. 9 feet out. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Down low. Here's Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Blake Griffin.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Now here's Crawford after Jordan Hill's miss. And that one's good. And it's 9 points for Jamal Crawford.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
It's Hill on the wing, guarded by Jordan. Pick up by Hill. And stolen by Jordan. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Paul goes in. There's the triple. Shot is off. So Indiana will take it the other way.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
George having a fantastic game. 15 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
First one falls for him. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the inside. And Griffin scores. The assist by Paul. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
It's George on the wing. Pick up by Hill. George, no good.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. That free throw, no good. Boozer, he's checked in for the Clippers. He's off on the second. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Crawford with the ball. George picks him up, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with the rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Freak, number 1. Third is Chris Paul.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
Indiana on D. Here's Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Walker goes in, and the basket by Hill.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Paul kicks to Jordan. There's Crawford with the 3. The Pacers pull it in.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Outside, Walker. Here's Stuckey. Lays it up and banks it in. Stuckey's got 10 points.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Here's Griffin. That one is good again. He sits right to the floor with the basket.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Okay, time now for an injury report. Now let's get an update on Blake Griffin's injury. And Doris, what do you have?
Guys, the head athletic trainer for the Clippers provided some information for us. He relayed to me that it seems like he bruised his tailbone on that play. To have an injury like this happen in the NBA Finals is a tough blow for him and his team. They're up against it right now, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
Now here's Griffin. Following the miss by Freak. Villanueva with the steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. From 11 feet away. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
No, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
A different look for the Clippers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Jordan. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. The Pacers also with a sub. Turner's checked in for Charlie Villanueva. Griffin with the steal. Inside. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Kevin Sheriff, and he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Then for the Pacers, Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Hill. C.J. Miles comes in for George. And it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Clippers have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Passes it to Bass. That one off the back iron and out.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. And his offense just hit.
Coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Feeds it to Bass. And it's Boozer penetrating. And Turner with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Pierce has checked in. Monte Ellis checked in for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Griffin comes in for Chris Paul. And Carlos Boozer is subbed in for J.J. Redick. They've got Griffin. Boozer is out there with Pierce. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Now, here is George, following the miss by Paul Pierce. And it's good.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Here is Wilcox. They double-team Griffin. Here's Gallagher. Shot's good. Griffin making the point. Griffin's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Even double-team, he had the vision to see the open man.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. And Walker kicks to George. From the wing. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Here's Boozer. Paul George making his last shot. Shoots from 8. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Carlos Boozer.
First one falls for him. Boozer hits them both. The Pacers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Pick up by Hill. And Walker kicks to Hill. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Screen by Boozer. Here is Wilcox. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
And he sinks the 2nd. Here's Walker. Right side, George. Stuckey outside. Walker with a screen for Stuckey. Outside, Walker. From deep, George. And it's George again missing.
He's not exactly striping him from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
Here's Wilcox. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
Move the ball. Stick it
on the wing, George. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And that's now 27 points here for George.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Pass to Griffin. Here's Dawson. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Walker. Screened by Villanueva. Wide open look. They get the rebound. Hill. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Boozer gets the bucket. Walker with it. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Outside for George. He feeds it to Stuckey. Here's Villanueva. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And hold on to your hats, folks. This has been a whirlwind championship finals thus far. Obviously an important, hard-fought victory tonight for Indiana.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Walker. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here is Wilcox after Jordan Hill's bucket. Right side, Griffin. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
The 3 from George, and that one's good. George has got 30 points.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
There's the pick, stolen by Walker. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here, for sure.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You could see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
We'll continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Game 4 of the NBA Finals is all wrapped up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for tonight's NBA Finals coverage. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you for more high-stakes NBA Finals action coming up soon.